what eventually led to the group starting to sort of splinter off and people not getting along and so forth? Because, I mean, I know Joe. I've interviewed him a
Right.
bunch of times.
I know
And,
Joe very well too, my whole life almost.
And what's interesting is that the Joe today is very different than the Joe
Very
that I
different.
met a long
But
time
we
ago.
all are, Vlad. It's that time, man. We can't be running
Exactly.
around. We can't be running around acting like you know, Scarface again. Like we ain't young boys. We gotta set an example.
Right. So what eventually started to get Terror Squad to start breaking apart? From your point of view.
I mean, egos. I think, to my understanding, you know, again, and this is not a cop out. This is me being truthful. When it came to the whole Joe and Cuban situation, I really never got involved in the intel. You understand what I'm saying? Like I let their business be their business as far as that went, and I was more involved on the music side. I believe egos got involved. You know what I'm saying? I think the other dude believed that it was his time, and you know, he don't we failed to realize the situation that's at hand. We just lost somebody. And not just anybody. We received a major blow. This person was, you know, the key piece to our puzzle. So I think that more so everybody just decided to take it upon themselves to feel like they were the next ones up.
So Terror Squad starts to break apart. You go on MySpace to announce that you're leaving Terror Squad officially.
You know, I gave Terror Squad a really long time of my life, man. I invested time, effort, my heart, blood, sweat, and tears. Good or bad, unconditionally. You know, and my complaints weren't about money. You understand? My complaints were about music, being involved more, being on more records. You know, so I was being told that the labels weren't believing, but my whole thing is, so why these labels keep signing me if they don't believe?
Right, because you had like 9 major label record deals.
I had about 7 major deals.
Okay, 7 deals.
2 indies.
Still a lot of deals.
2 indies. So you mean to tell me that after the first 2 deals, we didn't learn from our mistakes and we don't know how to make this happen? So after a numerous amount of deals and being told that the labels don't believe, my whole thing is, why are we not making them believe? You know, and why are you not throwing me on all these records you're doing with all these other R&B guys? You got your own R&B guy to blow up. You understand? So with a pain in my heart, instead of being a nuisance and creating a problem, I came up with a solution. After so long, so many deals, no legitimate singles, no legitimate visuals, you understand? It's time for me to go. Gracefully, peacefully, and as a gentleman, please give me my release. Now, the reason why I chose to leave as a perfect gentleman was because I'm not big on sympathy. You understand? Like, I'm not trying to jump on the radio, as you've seen, I never have. I've never jumped on the radio and say, yo, fuck Fat Joe, yo, Pun was my brother, yo, please play my record, yo, they did me dirt. I'm not big on that. You know, I'd rather take it out on myself and be angry and think about it and come up with a solution to make you feel like you know, like, damn, I should have did better. You feel me? So each one of us have to take responsibility for what we do. And I had to learn that the hard way. What type of real, and I'm gonna use the N-word, what type of real nigga can I really call myself if I'm always looking for excuses and loopholes on why I did certain things? You understand what I'm saying? So why jump on the radio and come up with an excuse on why? I've never really had a decent conversation with Joe and found out, you know, what did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? What wasn't I doing right to make my projects pop? What wasn't I doing right to make you say, hey, yo, let's get Tony on this record right now so we can shoot this video and blow him up? So in due time, we'll sit down and have a conversation. It's been almost 10 years. Maybe I've seen Joe twice, 4 times, maybe, if that. But we haven't had the opportunity to sit down and mental spar. So it is what it is. So then,
Well, you had some joints. I mean, the Grey Goose joint, that was my shit. Oh
Yo,
my
the
God, that was
albums-
a pretty big record.
Yo, Vlad, I can't, if I tell you that I signed to Loud, we delivered the album. I signed to Jive, we delivered the album. I signed to Epic, everywhere you could catch Tony in the studio working. If I could sleep there, I'll sleep there. I work with you, him, whoever had the same, if there was access to a studio, I was in there. So the work ethic was there. The talent was there. I just needed to be taught how to utilize my platform and be given some type of guidance. You got this young boy straight from the hood, coming from poverty, the shelter systems, coming from, a broken family, and you put him somewhere to get money, he's gonna act wild. We ain't never had this before. This is the way, we popping on dudes, this is what we do, so that's the way I was. I was never told, God, hey, look, you're the pretty boy, you're the artist, you're the earner. These guys do this, you do this. Move that way. So I was allowed to bump my head.
Well, do you think that, for example, when you put out 100% with Pun, you're, half the chorus is in Spanish.
Right.
And half of it is in English.
Right.
And, it worked. It worked on that record perfectly, even if you don't speak Spanish like I do.
Nobody believed it, Vlad.
Right.
When I brought that idea to Pun's attention, he was kind of iffy about it, and he told me sing it to him, and I sung it to him, and he kind of told me it was dope. He was like, yo, that's a dope idea, but still in all, he was like iffy about it. Joe heard it and said it will never work. We put it together. I think we played it for Sean C, which made the beat. And then we went back and revived it with congas and bongos and timbales and things like that. And the rest is history, man. But the truth of the matter is that nobody really believed in that record, and I don't know why they pushed the button on it. They actually pushed the button on it and put it out without believing in the record. Shot the video and all, and it took a life of its own. And till this day, I can't perform the record anywhere. I don't care if it's 5 people or 5,000 people or a stadium. I shut the music off and the whole stadium is singing the song with me. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah. I would say that's your biggest song.
Right. Up to
So-
date, yeah, of course. I mean, She's
Yeah.
Like the Wind took a life of its own too.
Yeah.
But it's
that
nowhere.
record,
It's nowhere.
'cause
It's nowhere near as big as 100%. I say that to say I love the record. It's like a blessing and a curse though. Because my whole entire career, you got to remember, I'm an R&B singer with a little bit of a rapper's edge. You know what I'm saying? But after I did the 100% record and all that, when I signed my deal to Loud, and let's just say, for instance, like let's just say they sent a Rockwaller in there or something. I can't remember correctly. There were quite a few big producers who came to play me beats, and everybody played me cha-cha-cha beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I did this record with Pun, and it was a fun record, and it was us kind of being silly and representing our people and saying, hey, we here. But like, I wanted to be respected as an R&B singer, which is the reason why I never took the reggaeton route. You understand?
Right.
I've been given many opportunities to go the reggaeton route, and my thing is, not that I dislike what they're doing. I respect what they're doing, and I'm proud of my people for making some that they could call their own, as far as the boom bap in Spanish goes, I guess. But my whole thing about that is, why cross over into a market, into a world where there are 5 million Tony Sunshines? They all look like me. You understand? When I can stay here and continue the fight I've been fighting, and maybe one day be recognized and respected as the credible R&B singer, not the Latino R&B singer, because I'm very well aware that that's what I am, a Latino R&B singer.